can just spend how I want. Like, spending my husband's money, that is goals. That's goals. How important is money in our relationship?
Funny enough, I don't think we really have ever had an argument or issue with communicating with money. I think money for us is important because, let's be realistic, it does run our lives and what we need to do.
Bills have to
So
pay.
bills have to pay, mortgage have to go. But again, as I said with us, money is a discussion.
Mm.
We don't monitor each other's spending and money. Like I said, I have an expensive habit. It's buying records. I got a couple I had one that's at least cost 100, and it's like, really? Yeah, but it's a rare one. So it's nothing but that she knows what I'm spending. It's just communication. We also take time to make sure we communicate our budget. We know what our bills are looking like.
Mm-hmm.
We have an idea every month what's coming out. We put the same amounting roughly every amount automatically. It's not, at this point, it's not even a discussion. It's just this goes in, and then whenever it's something that's a little bit extra that she knows about that I know about, it's an immediate conversation. This bill's going up this month. They upgrade this one. Do you still want to keep it? Yeah. Okay, we watch it. We don't cancel it. We just actually put it up more.
Yeah.
It's just,
I think we were speaking about this earlier as well, where we were saying that, the bills go in, we save together.
Yeah.
And then we save separately.
Yeah.
And then whatever's left over is left over. We still make sure that we take each other out on dates. Whoever asks the other person on the date pays. Because for me, that's the rule. If you're going to ask me, you're going to take me out. Or I will take you out as well. Because for me, it's not a man should do everything or a woman should do everything. This is a partnership. It should be shared. And at the same time as well, not everybody is lucky enough to earn 100 grand, especially in this Great Britain. But, I think there was a TV show that I watched where I learned about finances a million years ago. And a couple were doing 50-50, but it was unfair only purely because they wasn't earning the same amount of money. And so where the lady was talking, she was like, I'm really struggling. And his attitude was, well, that's your business. And when they had a support system to kind of come in and help them with their finances, they were like, well, you already have almost like a 70-30 difference. So this is what you're going to do in order to make sure that you have money left over, and that your household runs together. Because the reality is money can be a big cause of argument. And people don't, it can almost cause a level of selfishness. And in theory, if you're working with your partner, you don't need to have those arguments. There has to be a level of honesty. And I think we have that with one another. So I feel very taken care of.
Yeah, money's also been a journey for us. Similar because we are a blended family. There's 5 children. So we have a family of 7. So especially during school time, it was very, very challenging having a vehicle. A lot of aspects of it for us. We are so thankful that we have faith. That's really helped us.
Keep going.
We've had some blessings coming through. But it's really important. And I think that we're in a place now where our management of money now isn't just for the present, but it's also for the future.
100%,
and now our planning becomes better, our execution become better. And your discipline in buying, although you've been buying a lot recently, become a lot better. The postman.
Me?
We know the delivery man by name now. And he comes in and is like, yeah, my God.
No,
you don't know me.
No. Don't try it. No.
Yeah.
You get as much delivery.
No, I don't. But money is important. And I think that the importance it helps you deal with your present and your future and the wider family.
Yeah.
And if money is not addressed for present and future, then it can keep you stagnant.
And I also think interject. I'll say feeling like knowing each other's routine. Where what I do is I she knows that in a particular set of time frame, in a particular set of months, my hours are not as long as they normally are. So that means those few months, it's a bit finance. It's not tight. It's just not as much.
It was just not as good as the month before.
So she knows. She knows come summertime, it's a bit not as big.
We don't do anything crazy. We don't do anything crazy. And a girl can cook.
Yeah.
And so can you.
Yeah. So
if you can't take me out to a 3-course meal, we're gonna make one.
But come September, October, November, we're good.
Yeah.
But
and that's it.
those little summertime is fun in the sun. It ain't so much fun with my mum. So, but we just, it's again effective communication. We build a routine. We know when each other's, again, birthdays are funny enough happen to be both around
the same time.
Spring. So that means it's when I'm out of work, not out of work, but it's a bit quieter time for me because it's spring break for me, but more time for her. Same thing. So it's managed to work around everything.
Yeah.
Those months where each month gets a little expensive, Christmas time, we plan ahead, especially she always, I start come Christmas early. It's same here every month.
Christmas starts in September.
She says same time every month, which isn't exactly true. But
Christmas starts in September. Yeah. There should be no excuses into reasons why you can't get anything for your person. You plan in advance. It's the 25th of December every year. I don't like to act brand new.
So we communicated that for ages. It's been our routine.
And
I think that's the healthiest way I feel with couples should do with money. And it's communicate each other with a routine. And watch everything, because this day and age, there's no surprises. You can check on every time. Watch everything and communicate.
If money is not addressed for present and future, then it can keep you stagnant.
Definitely.
So money is really important.
It's very, and I'll just add on to that in terms of even legacy building. I think one of the things that I've seen with even with my nan and my dad when they passed away, there was issues when it came to money, and I think that's something that we've really trying to make a difference in terms of us, but also our boys and our daughter as well, where we speak to them about money, what is money, and also educating them on that as well, how to save, things like investing, things like that, which we wasn't taught or we didn't learn about. Right. And I think that's really, really big for us to share and kind of just try and pass that on and be able to build so they have something for generations to come.
Do we go 50-50 in our relationship? Yes. Do I need to? Not really. But I feel like it empowers me and it feels good as a woman to be able to pay my own way. That's just the way how I was raised. What do you say? Do we go 50-50,
Well,
babe?
we do go 50-50, but money struggle is always a problem for everybody. You understand what I'm saying to you? But what the thing about it is, you gotta be a go-getter. How are you gonna go about making your daily life? What are you gonna do to bring a source of income for you and your family? You understand what I'm saying? To make you and your family be happy. Because listen, money is like, what should I say? It's not like water, but it's like clothes. Because you change money. You change clothes.
But babe, say that's one thing I love about you. He's not a waste man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's not a waste man. He's a hard-working man. So you have to be a go-getter, because that's one of the main things that attracted.
That's true. But what I'm trying to bring across, like, to even the youths of today and tomorrow, what Black Luv UK are trying to ask us this question, because this question is a very good question. It's not just, to me, this question is not just for me and you, it's to the whole audience out there. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? How do you go about in the household when there's no money? You understand what I'm saying to you? You gotta find a duty. You understand? Again, you're gonna find yourself relevant in life. You're gonna find yourself, do you love yourself? What do you mean of yourself? How far do you see yourself within a couple of years? What you want to be, what you want to become.
One of the things I learned, how important is money in our relationship? I think one of the things I learned many years ago was that and it happened to us as well, one of the biggest causes of conflict in any relationship is money, the subject of money. And so through my own personal development, I realized that how we manage money personally and as a couple is very important. And we went on similar courses. And so we then decided that the way to manage money, so all the money that's coming in, was we would pool it together into one account. And in that account, that's the family money, and a percentage of that will go to you personally to do whatever you want. Percentage would go, the exact same amount would go to me to do whatever I want. But then we had that money to manage the way we do it, to manage the household, pay the bills, all these things.
Yeah.
And so that's the way we do it. I think before those courses, it was very much, what is yours, what is mine, mine. And it caused an argument. But at least we know everything that's coming in from the work you do, the work I do, the businesses we have. And that's the way I think we've managed it for years now.
Yeah. It works. Initially it was a bit of a mind shift change for myself to kind of understand that, because in my head it was like, oh well, how did my parents do it? And they definitely didn't do it like that.
Right,
It's what's mine's mine, what's yours, sort of thing. And so when going back again to personal development and the importance of that really brings that home, because it was that collaborative approach that we took in order to manage our finances. So whether that be savings for the family, savings for charity, or putting money aside for charity, putting money aside for education, there's all these different sort of areas that we put money aside from out of that big pot.
And it's, if you think about it now, and it's a great question actually, because we've been doing it so automatically, I haven't even thought about it, but it must take a lot of trust of the other person to be able to pull your money together. And I think by doing that, I think we've caused a situation where there's total transparency in terms of income in and outgoings and what's coming up. And so because of the way you are, and because I've had to develop myself more around that, it's very clear and very open, and we know exactly what's coming, what's going out, how we manage it. So,
and there's no hierarchy in terms of, because somebody might earn X and the other one might earn Y, that we put in different percentages, we put in the same amounts.
But I suppose we're fortunate in a way because that we run our own businesses and it's our business, and so our accountant will advise us, this is how much you can pay yourself. So I think we've created a structure where it's very open, transparent. There is no hiding, or there's no, it's just, I think that's how we manage it, really.
Yeah.
Straight. And for me, again, like a lot of people see Team Flexi. Again, I've said it many times before, like on many other platforms. You see me there behind the decks. You see me there on many, like, behind the mic. This is a very, very educated queen behind all of that. Do you understand? So education is the key. So I just want to make sure you get that message out there as well. Like, you guys, make sure you educate yourself.
Fact.
You understand? Go out there, have drive, ambition. You understand? Don't let the glitz and the lights and the cameras that you see, like Team Flexi, you see Team Flexi in a lot of places. Don't let that fool you. Go get yourself educated. Team Flexi is always learning. Yeah, straight.
How important money is in our relationship is something that we don't shy away from. Like, we're happy to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, even before we got together, like while we were courting, or dating, as you young people want to call it, we spoke about it. And, Cheze was in a much healthier, more stable position, I would say, than I was. And it was hard initially to be transparent and to be like, oh, this is where I'm at with my money situation. But what I realized is, like, we're on the same team. I'm not going to steal the ball from my teammate. Do you know what I mean? So that I would be open and say, this is where I'm at. And he could then be like, okay, he could suggest some things because he's been through it and he's in a better position. And then it will help both of us to be starting from a better position when we got married.
Yeah.
So that was pre-marriage. And in marriage is something that, again, we don't shy away from it. Like, we make sensible choices. You know, we realize we're on the same team. It's not about splurging. He has his money. I have my money. If he wants to buy a £1,000, I'm not saying he did. I know he wants to. A £1,000.
I seriously considered
I haven't
it.
finished. I haven't told him what it was. I haven't told him what it was.
I know what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
but I
he wants
didn't.
to buy a £1,000 Optimus Prime transforming thing, he can. That's his money. But it's these things we
I
have
didn't
this.
purchase
He
it,
hasn't
by the
purchased
way.
it
I didn't purchase it.
yet. I know he wants to.
Oh, don't worry. It's still on the list.
But it's the thing, we respect each other. Like, it's not something like, oh, this is my money, this is his money. It's our money because we're in this together.
Money is quite important to any relationship. I keep saying to my brother that's in his teenager dating, if a woman says money is not important, run. She's lying. Money is important. It's, please, I can't build a house on love alone. Please. For me, it's important because that's financial security is very important to me. In a sense of, I want to be able to provide for kids. I can't make something in the kitchen without no money, and things like that. And the way that we've decided to do our money kind of thing, I guess we share. Well, you pay for most of the things. I love to say we share, but I still contribute. Yeah. And I think this is the thing that I hate about this whole 50-50, whatever conversation. If it works for you, works for you. Because there's going to be times maybe I have to put 80% because you're not able to. And I think this generation now, it's a thing of, obviously a man's meant to lead, a man's meant to provide. But then look at your circumstances in your household, income, especially if you live in London, that income. Stop letting social media feed into your brain. If it's 50-50 for now and you have a generous man, I know I have a generous man. When he reaches that capability of saying that he can pay for everything by himself, I know I don't have to touch anything. But for now, I know that my hustle and his hustle are coming together to create that future of freedom. Essentially, that's what we want for a future, is freedom. So I'm okay with saying, okay, this month, if I have to pay for this, I will cover this and this and that. But I think that's so frowned upon that people are sometimes ashamed to say, I help my husband pay for this and things like that. But for me, let's get to freedom quickly so I can stay at home.
Yeah, so what you said, like, there's mutual respect. So I have my income, you have your income, you have your set money that you've put away to, spend on yourself or what you want. I do the same. But at the same time, we're both cognizant of the bigger picture.
Oh, cognizant, look at you.
I have to use big words from time to time. We're both cognizant of the bigger picture of how our actions affect the other person, how our actions affect our marriage, our family, our household, because that's what this is. It's not just about you. You have to not only be thinking of that, but also be transparent with one another. There's no point holding back or, holding secrets like, let me keep the secret stash for myself. It's like, yeah, that's dumb. Yeah. Then there's no point getting married. Just go do your own thing. Let the other person do their own thing. Like, don't be silly, kind of thing. So that is important, especially for when you are building things together for the future. You need to be transparent. You need to have those tough conversations, and remember, we're on the same team.
Yeah, money is definitely very important. And I think one key thing actually when it comes to money is that when you hear about money or people talking about money, it's usually when things have gone wrong. People don't tend to have happy, good conversations about money. So I think the important, it's not just money, it's actually having good conversations about money, talking about where your money is going to go, what are the plans for your money, how you're going to achieve it and get there. So yeah,
that's what we started doing, because before we weren't having healthy conversations about money. And now we sit down after this we have to sit down every weekend and say, where did our money go this month? We have like a spreadsheet. So it's, did we incur more money spending this month? Why? What can be cut back on? Because we have goals that we need to reach for this quarter, and things like that. So we definitely have a money spreadsheet, which I think
it's called a conscious spending plan.
Which for me, I didn't realize how helpful that was until he brought that spreadsheet. We sat down. I was like, well, where's my money going there? I didn't realize actually where my money was going. And I think it helped us to have better money conversations.
Yeah.
And I'm not feeling choked up about talking about money, or am I nagging him about money anymore, because it's there on a spreadsheet where we put in it, where it's going.
Yeah.
And I think that's how we do things. We do what works for us.
Yeah.
So I think essentially I'll never give, if it works for you, do what works for you, but don't put yourself in debt because society says that the man should pay for everything. That's
Agree.
all I have to say.
Agree. And just to add to that, a lot of this money conversation, I learned it from a guy called Ramit Sethi.
We're not selling Ramit Sethi pan here,
I will
so.
teach you to be rich. So first of all, we actually had a date where we talked a little bit about money. We didn't go into depth. We just had like light conversations, healthy conversations about money, dreams, aspirations, and then
And
following
that was
that.
nice, actually. Go on a date and talk about money. It breaks the ice, honestly, because I was sipping cocktails like, oh yeah, this is nice. And if you want that life, just, you have to have like conscious money conversations.
100%.
And it can change, because it
Healthy.
definitely changed for us when we started doing that.
I think when it comes to money, I'm pretty content with how we do things. I think we first and foremost, we manage our money quite well. I think one important thing to do is talk about money. I
Yeah.
think when there's no discussion about money, that's when sort of things start going a bit left and right, but we're always on the same page
Yeah.
on money. If there's a conversation to be had, be it a difficult one or just a normal one, we'll have that conversation. We're very clear on money in our relationship, what we do with it.
Right.
And in terms of paying for stuff, I mean, I'm very thankful that you don't put pressure on me.
Right.
I am thankful for that, but I do put that pressure on myself anyway.
Right.
I believe, in sort of the kind of classic mentality of a man has to provide.
Yeah.
And so I've never really felt a way. Sometimes. Hold on now. Let me obviously I've got the apps on my phone, right?
Yeah.
So I'll see, okay, this money we spend here, this money we spend there. Sometimes I'll raise an eyebrow.
Right.
Right? I'm like, oh, right. But then you come with the goods and I'm like, okay. And then you're always very excited to sort of tell me what you bought, your little haul. And I'm like, you know what, I can't even be mad even if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So I think, and you know what, realistically, that's what I'm there for.
Right.
I'm there for you to enjoy yourself, be able to kind of buy whatever you want to buy, whatever you're feeling to buy at that particular moment. And I got, girl, spend.
Because at least you never lose me. You never have to call up and be like, oh, where are we? You'll see your notifications.
I just want to where you are. Yeah. That's actually genuinely been the case. Genuinely so many times.
It's actually tracking.
I'll be chilling. I'll see a notification. I'll be like, all right, she's here. Cool. Sweet.
Yeah. And I love that for me. I can just spend how I want. Spending my husband's money. That is goals. That's goals. That's goals.
Yeah, so our attitude to money, we don't look at money as having money individually.
Yeah.
Any money is ours. All the money is ours. We don't look at it as yours, mine.
Yeah.
And we put everything together, and everything my wife needs is covered. Everything we need for the household or whatever it is, bills, it's all covered. And I don't want my wife to worry about money in the sense of, are we okay for money? So there's just one big pot, and it's ours. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it, and I can do. Do you know what I mean? So we don't have I've got no pressures in terms of because I do know out there in this day and age, it's a man might have to make what is it now?
120 grand a year?
150 grand. Some women want their man to make millions of pounds, and there's a lot of pressure and stress on men. And, a lot of women are in their soft girl era.
Yeah.
They just wanna enjoy life, and they don't really think about what goes into actually making the money and getting the money. So we don't have any of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Money is important to me more so than Mark. But what we've noticed is we both had quite well-paid professional jobs and we're earning a lot of money, but we didn't have any money. And now we're not doing those high-paid professional jobs. We have more money. So money is very interesting to us at the moment, and we're learning more and more about money, how money works, where money comes from. we do have separate bank accounts. We did another show actually where we talked about our finances, and they were saying, "Oh, you must put your money together, and you must stop. You know, you keep saying your money, and he's saying his money, and it should be our money." And I'm like, never, never. It will never be our money. And I think some of that is because we've both, as I said before, we've both been married before, and we've both been through a divorce before, so we know how messy things can get when your finances are tied together through marriage. So to be honest, we didn't even have a conventional marriage, did we? We didn't do it the legal way. We didn't sign legal papers. We had the ceremony, and to all intent and purposes, we're married. We've got the photograph to prove it. We had the wedding ceremony in the church. We had the reception. We didn't go through the registrar office, and we didn't sign nothing. And so he keeps his, I keep mine, and then we plan for all of what we have for the children.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our attitude to money. Is pretty open, transparent.
Yeah, transparent. Yeah, I think my attitude when it comes to money from a wife perspective, that it's not about who earns what. You know, for me, my husband will always be the breadwinner in our family, just by the nature of he's the masculine energy in the home. So, you know, he has more opportunity to go out and make more money than me just because he's stronger than me. You know, he could go and knock down a wall if he wanted to, and so could I. But we have the children, and the children are naturally gravitated towards me as the maternal being. So, yeah, my husband, he has a good idea of what we should do with our money, where it should go. And, you know, I just completely trust him about the steps that we should take. And if I need something or I want something, I just put it in the budget.
Yeah.
And it makes it really relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, money can be an issue if you allow it to be, but the fact that we do communicate about everything, we don't hide anything. We know, so there are no skeletons in the cupboard, so therefore it doesn't cause any issues. And we've learned, and I've learned from previous relationships that money can be something that can be extremely difficult and extremely stressful, and it causes a lot of arguments and it causes a lot of issues. We're not high flyers. We don't have expensive taste or anything like that. We can live quite conservatively, and I think that helps us because we understand each other as well. Yes, of course, we might have our little things that we like to do, and you like to do your things and that, but it's never an issue.
And I respect how he uses his money, and he respects how I use my money. So we don't, you know, if he wants to go and buy fancy things, I'm like, he deserves to buy fancy things. He's worked hard. He can do what he wants with his money. And I think you feel the same way about me. And maybe people will say, oh, well, that's not very good. It's a bit separate, isn't it? You doing your thing and him doing his thing. But it works for us.
What's yours is yours. What's mine is yours.
I love that. I think that's brilliant.